Thanks to Space for sponsoring this video. On today's experiment, I have one goal, and that would be to make steak taste better. This is one of the crazy experiments I've ever done, and I really hope that I'm gonna get the right results. So let's begin. And everything starts off with these three beautiful steaks. As you can see, they are New York strip, 1.5 inches thick, and perfect for today's experiment. Now what I'm about to do might not make any sense to you, but bear with me, let me explain. The first thing I need is ice, and for that I got the perfect machine. The good thing about this one is that it makes several different kinds of ice. But for this experiment, I just need these, which are bullet ice. The next thing to do is to combine these with some sauces. For the very first one, I'll be using soy sauce. We all know steak and soy sauce are perfectly together. But there's one issue. If you overdo it, it's not gonna taste good. And that's why the ice is here. So after throwing a generous amount in the blender, I went ahead and added soy sauce, blend it all up, and immediately started adding to the steak. A generous amount. That's the key here. I didn't want to have to measure it, because my thought is, as the ice starts melting slowly in my refrigerator, it will be constantly basting the steak overnight, making the steak taste better, and most importantly, not overdoing with the amount of soy sauce being added. At least that's my hope. But I didn't stop there. I wanted to try another sauce, and that would be Worcestershire sauce. And combining this sauce with steak is perfection. So I really have high hopes for this one, because once I was done, both steaks go into the refrigerator overnight. Once the time was up, I took them out and check out the soy sauce steak. I thought it was going to be completely melted. Surprisingly, that was not the case. But I want you to notice that the soy sauce is completely gone. Next up, to remove all of the ice. And as soon as I did, take a look at it. That is expected. A little discoloration from the ice. But I'm having high hopes that the flavor penetrated deeply inside. Because check out the Worcestershire sauce. Similar thing happened, but for some reason, it is still very dark. But not only that, little spectacles of the sauce attached onto the steak. Then to remove all of the ice. Oh man, and as I was doing it, it wasn't looking the best. So I immediately pat it dry, grabbed the control steak, and this is what I was left with. Here you can clearly see what's going on. The most interesting thing for me is that the light sauce one is the lightest. It almost became albino. The question is it going to taste like soy sauce at all? Well, we're about to find out. Because for the seasoning, I kept it real simple. A good amount of salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. I made sure to season the steaks properly, because the only thing left to do is to go ahead and cook them. And just in case these steaks were not going to turn out very good, I decided to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. This one, I guarantee, will please everyone. The best part is that to make it, it's super simple. The first thing to do is to choose the protein. I went with chicken. Cut them up in half, lay down some clinch plastic. Using my meat mallet, I smashed them down, quickly seasoned them, and ran them through the breading process. Once it was nice and coated with breadcrumbs, it immediately went to a 350 degrees oil. Once done, take a look. Perfectly breaded chicken. But I can't stop there, because we need a sauce to go along with this. So into a pan, I threw in some pancetta, cooked that up until it was nicely golden brown. Then moved everything to the side and saved a little bit of the fat. Then I added some garlic, followed by peperoncino, and mixed everything together. You want to saute this for about 1 minute. Then I immediately added some tomato sauce. For the seasoning, I only used salt and black pepper. Mixed it a little bit more, and to finish it up, I added a generous amount of Parmigiano Reggiano, because this was now ready. Then I quickly toasted up some bread with some butter, because I wanted to make an additional sauce. So I got some egg yolks, added a generous amount of Parmigiano Reggiano, followed by the pancetta fat, a generous amount of black pepper, whisked it up real good, and my carbonara style sauce is ready. The only thing left to do is to assemble. So first the bread, followed by a generous amount of olive oil, the carbonara style sauce first. We can't forget about that breaded chicken, a generous amount of the red spicy sauce, and to finish it off, some Parmigiano Reggiano followed by parsley. And that is today's side dish. Of course, you can always add a little bit more olive oil, because I'll tell you one thing, this is absolutely delicious. Don't believe me? Well, you just wait and see. Because remember, even though this side dish looks fantastic, today it's not about the side dish, but it is about our ice experimental steak. Are they gonna have any flavor of the sauce at all? Is this gonna be good or bad? Well, we're about to find out right now. Because now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to grill some beautiful steak. So let's do it. Before moving forward, I want to thank today's sponsor, The Space. Have you heard of clear ice? Well, it's often served in expensive drinks in bars because it melts slowly and it doesn't impact flavor. But it is so expensive to buy. But you don't have to go through that anymore. Let me introduce the Ice Duo, a premium ice maker that can make crystal clear ice. Take a look at these ice spheres, everybody. With their large size and perfect clarity, man, that is impressive. Plus, it only makes it in 16 hours. That is faster than big refrigerators, as well as making clear ice. The Ice Duo can also make bullet ice, making this the world's first machine that can make both clear ice and bullet ice. If you're interested in the Ice Duo, check them on the link below. You can even get it at a discounted price on Kickstarter during their crowdfunding campaign. Thanks to Space for sponsoring this video. Now let's try this insane experiment. All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful steak with a nice side dish. What do you guys think, gentlemen?
Everything looks good.
It looks good, man. It looks real good. I got an experiment going on today. I really want to know your honest opinion because I think I have decoded something I've always wanted to.
Sounds like a very important experiment we're about to taste.
Definitely.
Okay, enough talking about it. Give me your honest opinion. And obviously, I got a nice side dish. Does it look good?
Yes.
It's like every side dish, it destroys my diet.
Yeah, of course. That's why you should eat only chicken until it's time for the video.
That looks...
That's actually chicken. Enough talking. Let's try this. Go here, right here, gentlemen. Please dig in. Let me know. Let me know. I want to know. Let's try it. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Do you feel that flavor? There's a kiss of something, which is?
The kiss of the dragon.
Damn right. Let's go for the next one. I'm curious. Give me your honest opinion.
Let's do it.
Does it smell different?
Oh,
Smell different?
it smells very different.
There's definitely something added to this.
Really? There is. In a good way or in a bad way?
I think it might be a good way.
I can't tell, bro. It smells very interesting.
Well, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Damn.
Wow! That is amazing, everybody.
This tastes so much juicier, but the juice that comes out of it has an additional flavor to it too.
Bro, I think it's soy sauce. I don't know, maybe it's me going crazy, but it's like the perfect amount. You might have done something different, but this worked. Whatever this is.
You can feel the soy sauce. You can definitely feel this. Yeah, I like that because, you know, soy sauce can be very powerful if you overdo it. So adding the right amount is kind of tricky. And this worked extremely well, preserving the steak to perfection, and it's nice and juicy. You like?
I love it. It adds the perfect amount, but it does look like the steak has a little bit of a gray band on it.
Yeah, it does. You're right about that. Who cares? Tastes amazing, everybody. I love the flavor. I enjoyed it. And it's like a perfect little touch of something different on your steak. Very good. Now that we have some beef, let's try some chicken. This chicken, I can guarantee you, is not healthy.
I appreciate you being honest, Guga. Most of the time you say side dishes are fat-free, calorie-free, but this one don't look anything like that.
I mean, just look at it. Huh?
Is it gonna be good?
Oh, I hope so. Let's give it a try right now. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. We all just made the same sound, and that's the sound of delicious food.
Wow, so savory, so delicious, so juicy, and a little bit what?
A little messy.
It's very messy.
It's a little spicy too, isn't it?
Yeah, there is a little something. You felt it?
Yeah, there's just so much texture here. The sauces add a nice creaminess, the crunchiness of the chicken parmigiana.
We want to know one thing. You're talking a lot, but is it good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What do you think? Is it good?
Dude, creamy, saucy. Because of that, it's messy. Man, this is fire.
That's a delicious side dish. Give it a try. You won't regret it, everybody. Make it your own. Add whatever ingredients you want because bread, chicken, come on now. It's going to be good. Enough. Let's give it a try to the last one. I want to know which one is better. I really want to know because you guys really both love this. So you you smell it.
Oh my God.
You smell it already or you can't tell?
It's a very different smell than the previous one. The last one smelled like salty. This one don't smell salty at all.
Really?
This one a little bit sweeter, huh?
Enough talking. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Ooh, wow.
Dude.
Wow, that is so flavorful. It tastes like Worcestershire sauce. With beef, we all know that that's a great combination, and it's such an amazing amount on it though, where you can still get a taste of the beef and the sauce in every bite. It's really good.
I'll be honest with you guys, when I first started this experiment, I thought this was gonna be a complete dumb experiment and I didn't think it was gonna work very well, but I'm extremely surprised how worked it actually well. What? But I'm extremely surprised how well it actually worked because what I did is I grabbed a bunch of ice and I blend together both sauces, which you guys can probably tell. But what it did is I made a nice huge pile of that ice on top of the steak and it slightly started dripping overnight in the refrigerator, introducing flavor of that sauce into the steak. And it worked extremely well. I don't know the reason or the science behind it, but both of these steaks were juicier than this one.
That's a crazy method I would not have thought about.
Marinated in ice?
Yeah, ice, and just kept dropping.
I got a question. What's your winner so far? I know my winner is gonna be the wash your sister sauce.
100% the wash your sister.
I like that one a lot.
Say it!
I like the wash your sister sauce.
There you go. It is unanimous, everybody. But these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Remember, everything I use is always on the description down below. And if you guys are interested on the Ice Duo machine, check them out. The link on the description down below, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks Yazio for sponsoring this video. Here goes nothing. On today's video, I am exploring hot fried chicken. There's one place that is better than everywhere else, and that would be in Nashville. I was told that the chicken here is even better than steak. And even though I'm going to be trying it in several different locations with some very special guests, if you come to Nashville, your first stop should be in Hattie B's. Hattie B's! You gotta have it, everybody. It is spicy, oily, delicious. I mean, at least that's my hope. Let's go. Let's see. When you arrive, the most important thing is choosing your heat level. They got no heat, which they call it southern. Next level up is medium, mild, or hot. Then, for spicy lovers, they got what's called damn hot. Shut the clock up. So after placing my order, it was time to eat. This is their mild chicken tenders. I will say this, looks nice and crispy, smell delicious. Cheers. Oh, so juicy. Wow. Wait a minute. Damn. That's mild? Seriously? The mild is spicy. Very crispy, very juicy, absolutely delicious, sweet and spicy. Wonderful chicken tenders. They also have a mac and cheese in here that I definitely want to give it a try. Smells delicious. Let's see. Cheers. I will say the mac and cheese is slightly overcooked, so the macaroni itself almost feels like mashed potato because it's so smushy, but it's all about this chicken. It is delicious. I like it. However, the mild is spicy. Let's go for the hot one. I can immediately see the different color. It looks more spicy. It seems like the rub got stuck on the crust, which looks more dangerous. I'm not gonna lie, everybody. The previous one was hot. This one is going to be lava, and I'm scared. But nevertheless, with this one, I got some coleslaw to cool it down. Let's give it a try right now. Let's see how good it is. Here goes nothing. Oh, it flips on you. Oh boy. You know what the problem with this chicken is that, it is spicy, 100%, but it's very flavorful. So it's one of those chickens that makes you want to go for more because it's sweet and spicy and extremely juicy. Oh my goodness. There's not much difference between this one here and the mild. The biggest difference is that they add more of the seasoning. Here, let me show it to you. Check this seasoning out. See how there's more seasoning on this one here and obviously oil, but it's all about that seasoning on the top. The thing with this chicken is that it's addicting. You can't just take one bite. Absolutely delicious. With this one, I got some coleslaw to cool it down. It's just a generic coleslaw, nothing crazy, but it is perfect to tone down the heatness. You know what I mean? However, this is white meat, chicken tender. We all know thighs are better than breasts. Let's try that right now. I'm telling you, everybody, dark meat will always be better than white meat. Now, take a look at these thighs. Looks absolutely phenomenal. But this one here is supposed to be medium, and I can clearly see a bunch of seasoning on it. But enough talking, let's give it a go. 100% go for this. The tenders are nice to eat. I understand. It is easier to eat, but this is so much more flavorful. You really feel the chicken. And be ready because the mild is spicy. I promise you. But this one is so much better than chicken tenders, everybody. Highly recommend. For this one, I got some grits right here. I want to try the grits. Oh, wow. Okay, do not order the mac and cheese. Go with the grits. Almost tastes like it's homemade. Wow, this is delicious. All of the chickens are great. Be careful with the hot one because they even have a hotter one. It is one of those foods that you have and you can't stop eating it, even though you are in a little bit of pain. Hattie B's was delicious, but I was told by everyone that I must try the original, and I was ready to share it with some very special guests. Before moving forward, I want to thank today's sponsor, Yazio. Unfortunately, I'm still working off some of last year's holiday meals, but thankfully, the new year is the perfect time to get my fitness back on track. And with the help of Yazio, one of the world's leading nutrition apps, I can make sure I'm on track and living a happy and healthy life. Yazio has key features to help me stay consistent. Features like a calorie counter, intermittent fasting timer, over 2,500 recipes to choose from, and more. The best part is that the app is free to download. My favorite feature to use is the calorie and macronutrient tracker. I love keeping track of not only how much I'm eating, but more specifically how much protein I'm getting. Now I know I make good side dishes, but the protein should always be the star. And with Yazio Pro, I get even more insight about my diet. The Pro version shows you key micronutrients like salt, sugar, and fiber, a smart food rating, which grades the food you're eating, so you can better decide your diet. Automatic tracking from your favorite fitness tracker, and access to their database of recipes, which includes over 2,500 dishes. So if you're interested, check out Yazio. Head to yazio.me/Guga to get 50% off a 12-month subscription of Yazio Pro. Thank you, Yazio, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get right back to it. We got Big Justice and AJ, and we're gonna be judging some Nashville hot fried chicken. You guys ready?
It's gonna be so good.
We're ready to bring the boom.
Yeah.
Let's go. You guys take spice well, because I don't. This place is well known for its chicken tenders. Everyone said I must have them, so I placed a big order, having the most popular ones.
So Guga, do you think it's gonna be good?
I have no idea, but it's the original place. What do you think?
I think they have a good history because how it all started.
Yeah.
The ex was trying to have payback.
So the story was that Prince was an unfaithful man, and when he came home smelling like perfume, his wife made this incredible spicy chicken to get her revenge. However, he loved it, and he was addicted to it.
Food.
Oh, let's go. You ready for some chicken?
Yeah.
Let's try some chicken right now. You're gonna go for the plain,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go for the mild.
Guga, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go. Mine is a little spicy. They call this one mild, but it's actually a little spicy. What do you think, Big Justice? Because I don't know what you're feeling with yours, but mine is a little dry. Exactly. It's a little dry. It's not like perfectly juicy, what you would expect to take a bite from, you know?
It's just a little dry. That's the only thing. It's so crispy. The chicken's good. It's just like pulled chicken.
Yeah, like a pulled chicken,
Yeah, like when you keep chewing, that's what it starts to taste like.
Exactly, and you notice how as we were taking bites, it took us a while to try, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, because it's not that juicy, it's like dry.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you see that volcano over there? Also, what did you call it?
Diabolical.
You think me and your dad could try that?
All right, sounds good.
All right, AJ, this one looks a little bit dangerous, as you can see here. You ready for it?
Yeah, that looks dangerous.
You do well with spice?
I'm okay with spice. This one looks like it brings the boom.
It does. Please, get yours, my friend.
All right.
Choose your weapon.
Oh, geez. All right, we'll go with this one right here.
You see that?
Yeah, that one's all
straight up,
spiced up
just
on you.
spice and stuff like that. Cheers.
And
You don't feel it right away. Oh, never mind. I took it back. Oh. 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 That doesn't even that doesn't even taste good.
I know, I'm with you. I can handle it, but I think that I like spicy when it's spicy for the sake of tasting good.
Yeah.
Sometimes things can be spicy just for the sake of seeing how spicy you can get it. I don't even know if I could give it a 1 on the boom meter.
I don't think it deserves it.
No.
There's no flavor. There's not enjoyable. If you enjoy that, you are a psychopath.
Now that was a big juicy chunk of chicken that just got ruined by just being overspiced.
Going back to the original story,
Right.
This guy actually enjoyed this.
I guess everybody likes something different.
Hey, super hot is too hot, everybody. Go with the mild, you have a better experience. So this is the original place. Now we're gonna go to something that supposedly is a lot better.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, let's try it.
Now we're gonna try Bolton's.
Think it's gonna be good, Big Justice?
I think it's gonna be okay.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
Let's go.
It looks authentic. What do you think? It looks so crispy, huh?
Oh my gosh.
It looks good. It looks good, right?
Whoa.
Are you ready, brother?
I'm ready.
Let's give it a cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, wow.
So moist.
There's a huge difference.
So juicy.
Do you feel the breading? How the bread is nice and crumbly?
Perfect crunch. Cooked perfectly. There's a 10 out of 10.
Easy to chew, extremely juicy, very flavorful. The crust is nice and crumbly. See, it goes to show you, everybody, the original might not always be best, but this one is a whole nother level. However, it's not
so
spicy at all. However, this one is the plain. I gotta have your dad right here with me
Yeah.
because they said that that one kills.
They said that this is the spiciest chicken in town.
Should I be scared?
Yeah. Probably.
You want to take this one here? No,
matter.
I'll take that one. But that one looks like, you know, you go to shake the pepper and the top falls off.
Yeah.
That's what happens. There it is right there.
Now, with just chicken here, it doesn't look like they put oil. Nashville hot fried chicken normally is known for their oil. They slather the oil on top of it.
Okay.
This is straight up powder. There's no oil at all. This one is straight up spiciness. So I have a feeling that it's going to make our mouth very numb. Tourists will go to Princess and locals will come here. So this is supposed to be really good. We can talk all we want. We're going to try it. Let's go. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Oh my God.
Oh.
How are you feeling, AJ?
I'm feeling like that fire-breathing chicken right there on the wall.
Oh my God.
For the hot.
Oh, wait. There's another level up from this?
I don't think it's possible to go hotter than this. Okay, so this is not flavorful to me because the cayenne pepper on top, I think that's straight up cayenne pepper and there's no flavor at all. You can't even taste the chicken.
It's like sticking your tongue in the cayenne pepper. Nah, that's a doom.
We got the owner over here. It is spicy. Let me ask you a question here. So Nashville hot fried chicken, normally, they have the oils, right? You put the hot, there's no oil on this one, right?
Yes, ours is a dry rub, which the powder was very spicy that we combine, which gives it heat as well as flavor.
But a lot of heat.
Yes,
A lot more heat than flavor.
So is it mainly cayenne pepper?
I can't tell you.
You got to keep the secret.
Yes.
I see.
See, because if I tell you and then without the close down, everybody,
No, we don't.
everybody make it themselves.
We don't want to do that at all.
This is the hot, right?
No, this is the mild.
It's mild.
The hot, I'm scared to open it.
Smell it.
Why are you laughing?
Because I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
We had one lady come in
No.
and she called me her table. She said, "Is it even legal to sell stuff this hot?"
Can we see you take a bite of this?
Oh, no, sir.
No, you don't even take a bite.
No, I don't.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out Big Justice and AJ. I'll put the link on the information down below. Give them some love. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next one because right now, I'm going to go buy some milk. You guys with me?
I'm with you.
Let's bring the boom.
Let's go buy some milk, man. This is killing me, bro. Seriously. Thanks to Dow Strong for sponsoring this video. On today's video, I came to the most famous motel in the planet, and for one reason only. Supposedly, they have better food than Salt Bae. I really have high hopes, and I hope they're right because I'm excited. We're in Nashville. It looks great. Nevertheless, can you tell me I'm hungry? Because I am. Let's go eat, and let's see what the fuss is all about. If you go to Google and search best places to eat in Nashville, the two top results are these. First, Hattie B's, which has over 11,000 reviews. But this is a food chain and they offer incredible hot fried chicken. Forget chicken, because right underneath it there's a restaurant called the Loveless Cafe, full of southern food. Everyone was telling me that is so much better than Salt Bae. And when you're in Nashville, Tennessee, you gotta have some southern food. So after putting your name down, this place is truly packed. You can tell by its style that it has been here for a while. To be specific, since the 1950s. They even have a smokehouse, which unfortunately was not open today. But as you wait, you can also get some things to eat. Since we have an hour and 30-minute wait, I decided to go ahead and get an appetizer just like you would in Salt Bae's restaurant, but a peanut butter and jelly appetizer, everybody. And I'll be honest with you, Wonder Bread, peanut butter and jelly, there's nothing wrong with that. On a nice rainy day, hot coffee, what else do you need? Come on, tell you what, I much rather this peanut butter and jelly than the steak tartare I had over there. For a fair comparison, this is Salt Bae's steak tartare. If there's one thing about this is that it's fancy and quite expensive. And the way it's made, it's interesting, as it is all about the show. To start off, they do it tableside. They break up a Parmesan cracker and sprinkle it like Salt Bae. Then they start pushing the thin slices of beef inwards. As they're doing so, inside they have arugula and Parmesan cheese. Once it's completely rolled up, it is lathered with some Dijon mustard, followed by balsamic vinegar. And to finish it up, olive oil and the signature salt. And in the end, they cut it up to serve you in bite-sized pieces. Now tell me the truth. Would you rather this or a peanut butter and jelly? Come on, I know you're with me. This just hits different, you know what I'm saying? You can taste that this was made with love versus the other one probably made with hate. Oh! And when I say that, I'm not alone. Because as you scroll down on Salt Bae's Instagram, there's one thing that he's proud of: the crazy amount of money he charges everyone. Some of the bills cost more than a car. Not a Toyota Corolla. I'm talking about supercars. The prices are ridiculous. And lately, this man's restaurant has been going downhill. But after enjoying my peanut butter and jelly in peace, it was time to get into the restaurant.
All right, we finally arrived. We are able to sit down. Took about an hour and a half, but we had that PB&J and it made it all better, everybody. With a little bit of coffee already. Taking a look at the menu, there's a few things that caught my eye. One of them is going to be a country fried steak and eggs. They say it's a lot better than Salt Bae, so I got to give it a go. For the side dishes, they have quite a few options, and one of the most popular is their hash brown casserole, which is exactly what I'm going to go for. Another thing that caught my attention is a patty melt. Now, if you never had a patty melt, it's very similar to a burger, but they come with sandwich bread. With all that being said, let's give this a go right now. So the first thing that arrived are these beautiful biscuits. I mean, it looks like grandma did it. They're literally made with love, and as you can clearly see, these are not round, what you normally used to. You can tell that they're homemade, and they smell like a lot of butter, everybody. So you already know it's going to be really, really good. We have a nice, beautiful crust, very fluffy and extremely buttery. To go along with it, I ordered some sausage gravy. I absolutely love this. I'm addicted to it. Now, if you never had sausage gravy, it's very similar to a bechamel sauce, and instead of butter, they use fat, and it is fantastic. Enough talk, let's give this a go right now. Cheers. Oh yeah, man. There is a lot of butter in there. That's why they're so good and famous. It is fluffy, nice little crisp on top. You know, not in a lot of food you can taste love. This one, you can taste the love. You gotta be careful though. You can eat 1,000 of them. But let's try with the sausage gravy. I mean, wow, this looks phenomenal. I'm gonna go ahead and add a nice, generous amount on top of it. The more, the better. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Oh yeah, you know, you can have your biscuit sweet or savory. Definitely, at least for me, the savoriness is much better. My goodness, it is delicious. It is so creamy that it almost feels like it's cheesy. Sausage gravy is on a whole nother level, and plenty of fat.
That is what Southern food is all about. And when you think about Southern food, you often think about mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, barbecue ribs, and of course, chicken fried steak. And if you've never heard of it before, you probably had it. But just like this place, they call it country fried steak. Just make sure you always get it with the gravy. Thanksgiving is coming, and that means carving up some epic holiday roasts. And today I'm here to show you two of my top picks for the celebration season. First up, the Gladiator Series curvy knife and fork set. It's got everything: a professional knife, a meat fork, and a honing rod to keep that edge sharp forever. For something a little more on the wild side, I love this 12-inch slicing and carving knife from the Barbarian series. This beast has a razor-sharp Swedish steel blade. It feels wild, powerful, and gives you insane grip and control. So whether you go for classic and professional, or wild and untamed, Dow Strong's got you covered this season. Head over to dowstrong.com and gear up today.
Got my country fried steak. Now, if you are unfamiliar with this, let me tell you something. It's basically a breaded steak that is deep fried, everybody. It looks like it has a nice crust. You get a nice scrambled egg to go along with it. Also some gravy. Now, whenever you deep fry the steak like this, since it's so thin, it's definitely not going to be medium rare in the middle, but it's that ultimate crunch that you're looking for. It smells phenomenal. I want to slice it open right now and see what we got. Let's go. All right, let's give this a look right now. It is nice and crispy, exactly what you would expect from a country fried steak. But with that being said, take a look at this. It's not going to be as juicy as a medium rare, but what you do with it to compensate is you go ahead and you add some gravy on the top, just like that, everybody. Oh, wow. Now you tell me that's not an American classic. That is what you're looking for right there. Now the question is it really better than Salt Bae? Well, let's give it a go. Oh yes, it is so much better than Salt Bae. You know why? It's perfectly seasoned and a nice crunch. And when you add this gravy right here on top, I mean, if you never had a country fried steak, you should, because you don't know what you're missing. It is delicious. I like it. You gotta compare to what things really is, right? What is Salt Bae? The most expensive steakhouse there is. So their steak should be phenomenal. Not average. For me, at least, it's just average. Yes, I hate the guy. I don't like the guy. Now, if I come here, I'm comparing it to what it actually is. What is this place? Somewhere for you to have a nice, wonderful meal. Somewhere that is not going to cost you an arm and a leg, but it is going to be enjoyable for you to eat and enjoy your food and feel the love, you know? Oh yeah, and you can feel it. This is not a steakhouse, but if I compared which one am I having a better time, eating here or eating at Salt Bae, my friend, I will take this all day, every day. This is some next level breakfast right here. Got the hash brown casserole right here. Let's give this a try. Looks like a lot of cheese. Very cheesy, nice cheddar cheese. What they're known for. Let's give it a go right now. Cheers. Oh, wow. Why is it so good? And most importantly, properly seasoned. But check out what just arrived. So this is a petit melt. It is with crispy bread. Bread right here is kind of greasy, okay? You would expect it because what happens is, even though the bread is being toasted, the juices from the actual burger goes all the way through the bread. So the bread's gonna be slightly greasy, which is what you want. And obviously straight up beef and cheese. Let's give it a try and see if it's better than Salt Bae's burger. Because do you remember what happens with Salt Bae's burger? He cuts the burgers in half and he puts grill marks that it's so burned and sometimes it's slightly bitter. I have a feeling it's going to be delicious. Cheers. Okay, it's not the best patty melt I ever had. It's slightly dry, kind of greasy. I'm gonna keep it real. Damn, I'm offended to say this, but Salt Bae's burger is better than this, okay? I say it like it is, everybody. I'll always be honest. Even though I hate the guy, it's still better than this right here. They focus more on their platters and not so much on the actual sandwich. Not my favorite. You know what? I wanna go back to that country steak. I love when people on the comment section says like, oh, you're not a food critic, or you're judging Salt Bae because Salt Bae's food is fantastic. No, it's not, first of all, okay? If you are paying so much money for a steak, it better be a really good steak. It can't be an average steak. Let me know if you agree with me or not, or if I'm a total jerk to Salt Bae. Maybe I shouldn't be mean to Salt Bae. Maybe I should really be nice to Salt Bae. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below where I should go next. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Yo, Salt Bae, as a reminder, we are not friends. Today we're putting this grill to the test. The Turbo E is an electric grill that claims to be able to replace your charcoal one. I don't know about that, everybody, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna be cooking different proteins so that we can see what it can handle. I said that is enough talking and let's grill.
And the first thing I wanted to try was chicken thighs. We all know thighs are better than breast. Like every chicken, it needs a lot of flavor. For that, into a bowl I threw in some garlic, followed by garam masala, baharat, sumac, salt, and avocado oil. Then I mixed everything well and immediately threw in my chicken. Next up, to let it marinate for 3 hours. Because once that was done, I set the grill to 330 degrees Fahrenheit and immediately threw my chicken in there. Then I closed the lid and let it cook. Every 10 minutes, I would open it up and flip the chicken. And after about 30 minutes, my chicken was fully cooked. Check it out. This is what I was left with. It seems like it was nicely cooked, and as soon as I started slicing it, I got confirmation. Now to make this taste even better, I went ahead and did a simple recipe. Into a pan I threw in some avocado oil, followed by red onions, and a generous amount of sumac. Then I seasoned it with salt, followed by baharat. Now I mixed that up real good and let it cook nice and slow. Because in the end I was left with this, an extremely flavorful caramelized onions. To finish it off, I got some naan bread, followed by the beautiful caramelized onions. Then I added some Mexican crema, followed by the chicken thighs, and to finish it off, a generous amount of parsley followed by olive oil. Now I have a feeling this chicken is gonna be real good because even though this was the first thing I tested on the grill, we gotta run some more. So next up, I chose pork belly. Now here's the deal with pork belly. It will always have a good amount of fat. So whenever you're getting one, make sure to look for one that has the most amount of meat as possible. And the first thing to do is to add a nice marinade. And this one is quite simple. Into a pan I threw in some avocado oil, followed by green onions, ginger, and garlic. Mix that up and cooked it for a little bit. Then I added some mirin, soy sauce, some Shaoxing wine, and sesame oil. Stirred that up and brought everything together. It is very important to keep this under low heat because once everything has been combined, I threw it into a bowl and let it cool off. Because the next thing to do is to go ahead and apply it to the whole pork belly. The most important thing is to ensure that every single edge is fully covered with it. The more, the better. But at the same time, I did not want to run out of this marinade because as we're cooking it, I will also be basting it. Talking about that, I set the grill to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and immediately put the pork belly in there. First thing to do was to get a nice little crust. Every 1 minute, I would flip. You gotta keep in mind one thing. There's a lot of sweetness in this marinade, so I'm expecting it to get really dark because once I was happy with the crust, I set the grill to the low 300s and closed the lid for 2 hours. Once the time was up, check it out. Exactly what I was expecting. And as soon as I sliced, now that is what I'm talking about. It rendered the fat nicely, and on top of that, we got a nice caramelization. But just like the previous one, we're not gonna eat the pork belly by itself. So I went ahead and made it extra special. Into a wok, I threw in some sesame oil, followed by chili oil, soy sauce, and hoisin sauce. Mix that up a little bit, and immediately threw in some cooked noodles. You can literally use any noodles you like, because to finish it off, I added some green onions, tossed that up a little bit, and it was time to plate. I first went in with the noodles, followed by the beautiful pork belly, and a generous amount of sesame seeds. Now that is nice and easy to make. And I can tell you one thing, friends, it smells phenomenal. But there's one more thing that I wanted to try with this grill, because this pork belly looks fantastic. However, I'm a steak guy, so let's put that to the test. For this cook, I chose skirt steak. There's only one issue with skirt steaks nowadays. They are no longer as cheap as they used to be. That's a bummer, because this is a phenomenal tasting steak. For the seasoning, I kept it real simple. A good amount of salt, freshly ground black pepper, and garlic powder. I made sure to season it properly, because once I'd done so, I set the grill to its hottest setting and immediately threw in my steak. Here's the thing with skirt steaks though, you want to cook it as fast as possible. That is the key. If not, you're gonna run into trouble of overcooking it. And most importantly, you want to make sure that your grill is super hot. So once I was done cooking, I immediately took it off, let the whole steak rest. I first sliced it this way because the next cut must be against the grain. Check out the results. And just like the previous recipes, I'll be making a full meal out of these steaks. First up, to make a salsa. Into a super hot pan, I threw in some avocado oil, immediately followed by tomatoes and onions, a generous amount of garlic, and some chili de árbol. Then you want to cook that up and get a little bit of color. As soon as they were looking like this, you want to throw everything into the blender, followed by cilantro, salt, and black pepper. Cover the whole thing up and blend it on high. As in the end, you are left with a nice, simple, and easy sauce. This is perfect to go along with some tacos. So I quickly toasted up some tortilla, then added a generous amount of those steaks, followed by some cilantro and onions, and of course you can't forget the sauce. I have a feeling these are going to be fantastic. But the question is, I want to know your opinion on this grill. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the results. Because even though he cooked everything, the most important thing is how is it going to taste? Well, let's find out right now.
But before the taste test, let's talk about the Turbo E grill. First, the features. It uses advanced carbon fiber infrared heating. It gives a concentrated heat distribution, meaning you can get a similar flavor intensity of charcoal grilling with an electric grill. It's got a large cooking chamber that has plenty of space, making this grill perfect for family gatherings and parties. This grill is also super easy to use. You can plug it into any outlet that is 120 volts. It also has safety features, like automatic power off overheat protection. The design of the lid helps prevent grease from dripping, minimizing the risk of flare-ups due to the flameless electric design. This grill is perfect and safe for using on condos or apartment balconies. If you're interested in purchasing the Turbo E, you can buy it in Amazon. The link will be on the description. Plug in, play big with the Turbo E outdoor grill. Enjoy effortless grilling that is easy to use anywhere. Check out the link on the description to learn more and enjoy flameless and electric grilling all summer long.
All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful feast. Gentlemen, are you guys hungry?
Looks saucy, looks delicious.
Oh, yes, it does. Looks good. I'm not saying anything today. I want to know your honest opinion because I'll give you guys my review in the end. What do you think?
I think that I can't wait to eat this food because I am so hungry.
It looks like foods from different areas of the world right now. I don't know.
Basically, what it is we got steak, chicken, and pork. Okay, we're going to start with the chicken. Your favorite?
My favorite.
All right, so this chicken here, I want to know your honest opinion. I'm not even going to describe to you guys what it is.
You say you're testing a grill here, Guga?
Yes. Look, just tell me how it tastes. I also want to know how well the meat is cooked. Give me your honest opinion on this one. Let's see. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Yo.
That is amazing.
That's good, huh?
Yeah, I'm not even the biggest fan of onions, but that chicken is so good.
What do you guys feel?
Definitely some Indian vibe to it. But there's also like tart acidityness that kind of like balance things out really nicely. The chicken is so perfectly seasoned and it's still tender.
Yeah, very, very tender. You guys like it?
I love it.
I'm a fan.
The chicken is juicy. The sauce adds a beautiful moisture as well. Like overall, this is freaking fantastic.
So to cook chicken, what do you guys think? Thumbs up?
Big thumbs up from me.
I'll say this, to cook chicken on that grill is very easy to do. You know, you just plug and play and that's it. So, you want to try a taco?
Yeah.
This is a hefty amount. You see that?
The thickest taco I've ever had.
All right, enough talking. Let me know how it tastes. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Unpleasantly surprised.
Uh-oh. It tastes bad?
No charcoal flavor at all.
No charcoal flavor.
The steak is good, but it tastes like it's a little bit uneven, right? There's some pieces that are a little bit softer than others. It's kind of weird. But the sauce is delicious. The vegetables, the onions add a nice flavor there too.
You don't feel the spice, Leo?
Oh, I feel that spice.
Yeah, it's a little spicy in there.
Overall, how do you like the taste of the whole thing?
I think the flavors are nice, right? You can taste the beef, the taco is nice, the vegetables and sauce add a nice flavor. I really like it in general. The only downsides are that you're missing the charcoal flavor and the steak is unevenly cooked.
Yeah,
Fair
if I
enough.
had some charcoal on this, that would be so good.
Got your feedback on the steaks? I want to know the pork belly. Yeah? Let's go. Let's dig in. How does it smell? Smell good?
It looks like it's got a great char on it.
Some parts look like they're missing a little bit of char.
Well, let me know how it tastes. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Wow. Surprisingly soft and sweet.
This one here, the noodles are a little bit creamy. And with that pork belly that has that sweetness, it just blends perfect. I don't know.
Right.
But I will say, I agree. Some parts of the actual pork belly do have a really strong char as opposed to some other parts.
And you
But
can feel it, right?
you could, yeah, in your mouthfeel, you could feel it.
I love how different all of these recipes are, right? This pork belly is so fatty, it's so rich, and it's so different from everything else we've had, but it's still very soft, and I love the marinade on the outside of the pork. Like, it almost caramelized in some areas, giving like a nice char and flavor, but in other areas, to Angel's point, it's missing that char.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question. Which one do you guys like better out of all of this?
Oh, I'm going with the chicken.
I hate to agree with him.
know,
I'm
right?
gonna go with chicken.
The chicken tastes so good, everybody. Damn, I should have made more chicken because this chicken is phenomenal.
And the marinade on the actual chicken itself too is just money, dude.
I cannot believe we like the chicken better. The chicken is very good, everybody. I'm not gonna lie.
This is a great video. I feel like we traveled the world with all these different flavor profiles and everything was good, but the chicken was definitely the winner.
Everything is so different, but if we're just talking about the protein itself, I think this works. It's not 100% perfect.
Out of the three proteins, I think the grill did the best on the chicken. The pork belly was good. It wasn't perfect, but the steak was the only issue.
So here's where I stand. This is not a charcoal grill. We already got that out of the way. But it's a good replacement, especially if you can't use charcoal. You know, a lot of places you can't use it, everybody. It's also nicely sized. How easy and convenient it is to use by just plugging it in and turning it on. If you want convenience, there you go. And if that's what you're looking for, then this grill will work for you. And if you want to learn more about it, check it out in the description down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. They're called twice-baked potatoes, and I started off by adding a little bit of olive oil, fold them nice and tightly in aluminum foil, then into the oven they went at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. It took about 45 minutes. Once that was done, I quickly took them out of the foil and they were ready. I wasn't really counting on time. I was more doing the poke test. If it goes in like butter, you know it's done. Then I cut off the top. As you can see, they are blazing hot, so make sure you use the right tools. Using a small spoon, I try to remove as much as I can without breaking the skin. I did the same thing with the cover as well. Then I seasoned them with salt, freshly ground black pepper, cream cheese, salted butter, and cheddar. Mix it well and mash it really good. To finish it off, combine a little bit of bacon bits. Now all there's left to do is to take the cover, put it back inside, and load them up with that beautiful mix you just made. Now because you're using the cover, it will overfloat, and that's what you're looking for. Be sure to stuff them as much as you can. Now into a 350 degrees Fahrenheit grill and baste it with some butter, because in the end you will have perfection. I'm gonna give you the big one, yeah?
Oh, I'm not gonna finish, man.
Look at that.
That thing's the size of my head.
Twice baked potato, everybody. Cheers.
Wow.
It's basically mashed potato goodness inside, together with some bacon, obviously, and other good stuff. The outside is a little crunchy, has a little crust. Flavor is amazing.
It's killer.
I recommend it.
It's killer. It's just really hot.
It's super hot.
I'm gonna get a little bit of time before I take another bite.
It's super hot. What's up, everybody? Today I'm here with my good friend Joshua Wiseman.
I don't know what's about to happen. All I know is there's a computer screen here and I got headphones in, so.
We are going to be reacting to a $2 steaks from Asmongold. I hope it's going to be good. Give me your professional culinary experience over here.
Okay, all the years of suffering I'm gonna put into this. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Today, I'm going to show you all how I cook a steak. I know how to cook one meal, a steak.
Not a good sign.
Not at all.
Now, I would say that steak is the most important meal of the day.
The most important meal maybe of the month or a week, but every day? You eat
Steak always,
every day?
If I did, I probably would be happier.
Usually whenever I get up around 2 to 3 p.m.
He looks like somebody who would get up at 3 p.m. Is he a gamer?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, this is either the life of a 12-year-old boy or a streamer, one of the two.
It's about, looks like a little past 1 a.m. And so this is prime steak time.
Is that the prime steak time, everybody, to cook at 1 a.m.? What do you think, Josh?
Any steak you're getting at 1 a.m. is not coming from a good place.
Now, I don't like to get the good steaks. Now, the reason for that is not because I don't like the good steaks. It's because I don't want to like the good steaks.
So you don't like the good steaks because you're afraid that you're going to like the good steaks?
I can just tell that this guy likes to make himself feel emotional pain.
This is a meal I usually make for myself multiple times a week.
Multiple times a week.
$7 for 4 steaks here.
If it's $8, it's got to be a cut of like a shoulder.
Chuck steak or something like that. But even for that price, having 4 steaks there, it's still extremely inexpensive. So those steaks has to be like paper thin. Yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah.
So next thing is you're gonna need you're gonna need a pan. The thing is that I have about 20 pans in my house. 19 of them are dirty.
Did you hear what he just said? I guess he keeps everything nice and clean.
Well, actually 20 of them are dirty.
Where do you keep them?
Number 19 or number 20.
Where?
Here. And I really just clean and use the same pan.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy. Everybody on earth.
But
Thank
we clean
you.
them though.
Yeah.
We clean them right away. You don't leave it, I hope.
Oh my God, I had a roommate that did that. Would leave their pans in the sink. Anyway, rest in peace. So let's keep going.
As with any good steak, what do you eat with the steak? Great question. You eat a potato.
Something's not right. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna find out.
This is how I cook a potato, is I take the fork and I stab the out of the potato and I put the in the microwave.
Just put 20 baked potatoes in the oven and refrigerate the rest, okay? You're welcome.
So you need butter. I don't even know why you do that. I just see other people doing it. So anyway, you put the butter on the pan.
Can you explain, Josh, why we do not put butter on the pan first?
You can't sear and also have butter in the pan immediately because it's gonna burn before you get any color on the steak. It's gonna smell bad. It's gonna smoke up everywhere. It could catch on fire. I've seen it catch on fire before.
This is Worcestershire sauce.
Look, I don't blame him because I can't say that either.
Say it.
I say Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
Do you say Worcestershire?
Worcestershire sauce. People know I struggle with this, okay? Don't make me do this.
Of Worcestershire sauce.
They were out of the Kraft Worcestershire sauce, which is like literally like way cheaper. So I had to buy this.
Bro. He literally has the best Worcestershire sauce money can buy.
It's all the same. Who gives a
Perfectly timed.
And also we get lemon pepper. So
lemon pepper on your steak?
No, that's a meal.
So it's not a big one.
It's very thin.
Yeah, it's just a beef curtain right there.
In Miami, we call it palomilla steak. It's not a tender cut. It's not a great cut. And it's very difficult to cook this medium rare, let's say.
I'm about...
No sound whatsoever. No sound in the pan. I guarantee you, he didn't have the mic next to it, but when he put that in the pan, it probably was like, it sounded like this.
I don't think it's even on. Is it on? Like, is the butter even
melted? Oh, it's
melted?
on. You can see that it's on the knob.
Oh, yeah, okay, got it.
Just, again, 30 seconds or a minute. What is it, bro?
If your pan is not sizzling, you're not doing it right, everybody.
I don't know if we want to double up on steaks today or not. It's fine. If I'm hungry later on, I'll just eat another cookie.
Did he say if he's hungry, he'll eat another cookie? I think we should cook him a steak, Josh.
Yeah, I would love to.
Let us cook you a steak, brother. We would love to do it, okay?
And we'll kiss you.
You'll keep that part for you.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I know your wife. Be careful.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and take you guys. I'm going to move you a little bit over here. And so you got to shake this bitch up, right? And the reason you do that is because on the back of the bottle it says to do it. And so next thing, go ahead and open this up. And I'll show you guys what we're doing here.
That is
No cursing on my channel,
Oh,
bro.
sorry. That's If I walked in and I saw that, I'd be like, oh my God, and I just like reflex throw it across
Honestly,
the room.
that is a sad steak, everybody. The steak has literally died inside and it's asking for help.
So I put this on the steak. There we go.
No salt, just that seasoning, huh?
I guess it has salt in the seasoning is my guess.
Yeah.
And this...
Quick note, if you're ever going to season something, never season it in the pan unless it's only salt. But if it's not, what's going to happen? It's going to burn.
100%.
I mean, whatever made it on the steak, I guess may not. But what's in the pan right now, the 85% of it's in the pan?
Yep, I
I'm
agree.
about to see God.
I get steaks medium to medium well at restaurants. but at home, I only cook steaks well done.
It's so wrong that I'm like confused on how to judge it.
Yeah, it's not easy to like be critical because everything is wrong.
Yeah, there's so many layers to what's bad about it, and also like, well, how thick was the steak? Even if you get this medium, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it no longer is the steak is dead.
Oh man, that's a good ass steak, man.
I mean, you know, to each their own.
I apologize, everybody. That does not look good to me.
This steak was well done, like before it went into the pan.
This is a good quick meal. Now, usually I eat steaks about 6 times a week.
I thought I eat a lot of steaks, and he eats more steaks than me. How many times a week do you eat steaks?
I think steak is a special thing to an extent. So if you eat it all the time, it loses its specialness. But, you know, if it's a nice, thick, juicy steak, you know, a couple times a month.
I agree with you because not everybody eats steaks every day. And whenever you eat steaks, you should treat yourself. You should get something nice.
Should feel
right?
special.
Yeah, it shouldn't be something like that one.
I get steaks, I get potatoes, I get cookies.
His diet is very, very, very nice. Steak, potatoes, cookies. That's it.
Honestly, he's actually surprisingly like in pretty decent shape. I don't know how.
You know, people ask me like, what do you do now that your stream does well and you make money? These paper plates is only like 30 of them, and it was like $5.
They're trying to save the planet, man.
So you get the paper plate here. You put the steak right there on the plate.
The steak is so thin you can barely see it.
Yeah.
It's just like, because it's a thin paper plate, right? And despite that, it's disappearing inside the plate as if it were a bowl.
So you put the potato right here also on the plate. And do I have a knife? Oh yeah, I need to get another knife. I'm gonna just cut this open real quick just so you guys can see what we're all about. And so you cut that potato open.
Wow, it worked.
The microwave does work really well for potatoes.
And so you see this right here. This is what we eat pretty much every day. I'm a simple man. I live a simple life. I like steak and potato.
Whoa, he does what to the potato?
Potato.
It looks like he's gonna give a nice finish here.
And I don't care if it's a cheap steak. It's a good steak. And it's good enough for me.
You enjoy your steak, you cooked it yourself, even though it might not be good enough for me or for Josh or maybe everyone else on the planet, but you enjoyed that steak and you cooked it, man. I give you respect. So what do you think, Josh? I'll love your rating over here.
Well, are we rating it?
Yes, 1 out of 10. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst.
Okay.
And we got?
A 3.5 out of 10. Now that's much higher than you might have anticipated.
No, that's higher than me.
Here's why I'm giving it a 3.5. Number 1, he cooked it himself. Number 2, he used real ingredients. He didn't use any pre-made mashed potatoes. He didn't use any pre-made sauces. He actually cooked whole ingredients all the way through.
Yes.
And that is the single-handed reason why it is a 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Would you eat it?
If I was held hostage.
Like a prison meal, basically.
Yeah, like a prison meal, but instead of a prison, they're threatening my life.
Guys, you suggested us to watch this video, so we did. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys go check out Josh's channel on the link on the description. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Ooh, I threw up my arm.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, you ready to watch one more time? Let's learn something new. Everybody knows I buy a lot of meat and I'm known on YouTube to be the steak guy. Today I'm gonna show you what it takes to make YouTube videos for 1 week for 3 channels. $5,000 worth of steaks. With that being said, we're gonna be unboxing a bunch of steaks and we're also gonna cook up a storm for the crew. So, enough talking. Let's see what we got inside the boxes. Okay. Whoa, it's tight, boy. Damn, I'm not weak, everybody, but damn, this thing is nice and tight. Let's open it up, see what we got. First box. Oh, ooh la la. I can immediately tell what this is without even reading the box. These are Australian prime steaks. I love to cook them a lot more than I like to cook ribeye. And I'll tell you the reason why. The ribeye, whenever you cook it, it has a very good amount of fat right in the middle. I hate that. The best part of the ribeye is the cap, but the eye of a ribeye is just like, it's not very delicious. This is consistent all the way through. There's no glob of fat. It's easy to grill. And most importantly, whenever
I slice it for videos, it looks phenomenal because it's not falling apart like a ribeye is. This is delicious. Love it. Next one. Let's see what we got. So everybody don't get mad at me because I'm trashing ribeyes. Of course. We're gonna get a little bit of ribeyes too, everybody. There's nothing wrong with ribeye, but like I said, what I don't like is this fat right here. You see this fat? Whenever you grill it, sometimes it starts separating on you. And when you slice it for a video in the end, it doesn't look as great as a New York strip. Enough with the ribeyes. As you can see, I like to have a lot of steaks. Next box. Ha! Cameraman's favorite steak. You don't know my nephew Angel? Yeah. Just give him this, he's happy for life. Now, filet mignon, this one is choice grade, it's not prime grade. If you are eating a filet mignon, it's because you want the tenderness. You're not looking for the amount of fat that there is, that delicious fat rendering. No, you want an extremely tender steak. So I choose choice, not prime. Because if you want to go to another level on filet mignon, the next step up should be a Wagyu filet mignon. Next box, let's see what we got. Oh, tenderloin, also known as filet mignon. So here is the Chateaubriand cut, where you make beef Wellington or just cook the whole Chateaubriand by itself. Now here, this part right here is actually the head. So a lot of people will sell you pieces of the head as a Chateaubriand, but at least for us here in the United States, the Chateaubriand is only the middle part, the best part. But yeah, from time to time I order this as it is my children's favorite steak, but this is for an experiment. You thought we were done? We're not done yet. We still got a few more, but this is a big shipment. And on this box, we got some Wagyu burgers, baby. There's a huge difference between the ground beef bought from the supermarket and a real Wagyu ground beef like this one. These patties are much more flavorful, and most importantly, the fat feels different every time you take individual bites. I'm telling you, everybody, it is delicious, and if you've never had a real Wagyu patty, you should. This is very special. And here we have, let's check it out. Ooh, some nice, beautiful Australian Wagyu. To be specific, a marbling score 7 and 9. These are by far one of our favorite steaks to eat here in the studio. Just a good amount of salt, pepper, garlic powder, and some charcoal, everybody. Put some fire on it. And I promise you, it's gonna be one of the most delicious steaks you've ever eaten in your life. Very nice. Okay. And then on this one right here, wow, we have a beautiful Japanese Wagyu A5 ribeye. And let me tell you guys something, this is a special steak. It's not something you're gonna have every single day. If you eat too much of this steak, you will get tired of it. And that's the last thing you want, because I'll tell you one thing, it is the best meat in the world for a reason. Absolutely gorgeous. Next up, we got, oh, this one feels a little bit heavier. Oh, Iberico Secreto. Now, Iberico Secreto is very special meat for two reasons. Yes, it is pork, but it does not taste like pork. It tastes like a steak, everybody. It has a tremendous amount of fat. That's one of the reasons I call it the Wagyu of pork. If you are ready to try this for the first time, you want to keep it simple. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, and fire. This is so good, and if you've never had it, I highly recommend, everybody. I highly recommend you try that. That's an experience on its own right there. Next up, Japanese Wagyu A5 filet mignon. I call this steak the god of steaks for a reason. It has everything you ever want on a steak. Tenderness, flavor. And this steak is so good that you can eat the whole thing by yourself. So make sure if you're sharing it, you really like that person. For some reason, Angel is smiling from here to here. I don't know why, but yeah. And here we got, oh, another box. Here we have, oh yes, this is a Wagyu skirt steak. Check out the marbling of this. It's delicious grilled, it's delicious marinade, but this is such high grade marbling that you shouldn't use it for marinade. Just quickly grill it, everybody, and make sure you eat this one medium rare. Now I got big box. Ah, all right, let's see. Oh, it is one of my absolute favorite briskets. It's delicious, has a tremendous amount of marbling. The reason it's my favorite brisket is because it's more accessible than a Japanese Wagyu A5 brisket. That one is extremely rare to find. I only found one in my life and I only cooked it once, but it was an incredible piece of meat. But this one here, an Australian Wagyu, it's easy to cook. Put it on your smoker with salt and pepper, cut it up, and it's going to be one of the most juiciest, delicious brisket you ever made in your life. I promise you, everybody. We got another big box. Oh yeah! Now for some reason this is not very popular for most people, but this is a leg of lamb. Most lambs that you buy on the supermarket or in Costco or anything like that, they're usually grass-fed and they come from Australia. This one is domestic from Colorado and they grain finish the lamb. There's a huge difference. I'm just gonna say that. Next box, and obviously this one is a slightly smaller. And you know what they say, right, everybody? When it's a small package, it's because it's a special package. Yeah, boy. Let's see what we got here. Check it out, everybody. I don't need labels or anything like that. By the look itself, I know what it is. Angie, do you know?
Picanha.
Yes, a Wagyu picanha, everybody. Check out the marble. Now, here's a cool thing that I'm gonna let you know right now. You see how this is kind of red? This is how you can tell if the meat was fresh cut for you. So this means that it hasn't been sit down on the freezer. It's freshly cut. It's as fresh as it gets. I cannot wait to cook these up for my people. Wow, this is a nice gift, Emilio. Thank you. You're very nice. Enough talking. Now, let's go ahead outside and cook these steaks. Got the picanhas here, everybody. Take a look at this marbling. That's why it's great to have a meat dealer. But there's a specific way I like to cook this one right here. Traditionally, and honestly, the best way to have this cut is only with salt, nothing else. Now, I want you to notice one thing. If you season low like this, the distribution of the salt is not that great. So I like to go and season it from up top. Just gets a nice, better overall coating on the entire steak. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and flip the other side, and I'm going to repeat the same process. But now that I got them all seasoned, the next thing to do is to go ahead and get the grill ready. Got my grill nice and hot, but not too hot. So we got to move right now. So I immediately put all three. Notice that we have very little sizzling, almost none. That's what I want. So it's been about 30 seconds and notice that things changed a little. We can see a lot more smoke coming in. A lot of the fat is rendering down and going to the coals and coming back as smoke and vapor. So that lets me know that it's time to flip. Crust is not going to be fully developed yet, and that's totally fine. See? We're getting there, but we're not done yet. Now we're gonna grab this, put it right back here to do the same exact thing to the other one. What I'm trying to avoid here is get these grill marks. You see a little bit of grill marks? I really rather not have that and have it more this way. See how it's nicely golden brown? That tastes delicious. So I'm doing two things here. I'm listening to how much fat it's being rendered and hitting the coals, and I'm also watching for the smoke and flare-ups. A rule of thumb, we're talking about 30 seconds every flip. We're getting there. We're getting a little bit more crazy. I'm going to flip it again right away. Nice. It's looking good. Rotate the grill grate and we go immediately in there. Again, we're going to give this about 30 seconds watching and also listening to it. I'm listening to what's happening. Take a look at this golden brown color. Nothing is burned. And this very final one, slipped away from me a little bit because I'm trying to explain. See those grill marks? That's what I'm trying to avoid. Now we can see that this steak looks absolutely delicious, but check out the fat. It needs a little bit of work. So what I like to do is I'm gonna stack them all on top of each other, just like this. Now you gotta be real careful because it's gonna flare up because since it's fat. I'm also getting that fat to render, but at the same time, getting that smoke to come up and make it taste really good. Take a look at it. That's what I'm looking for. But remember, they're still kind of raw inside, so we have to cook them in indirect heat. To cook it in indirect heat, I'm gonna be using a thermometer. You gotta insert your thermometer all the way to the line, everybody, all the way in. Now we're gonna cook it in indirect heat until the internal temperature of 135 is reached. And now we wait for the right doneness. My favorite part, everybody, the picanha is absolutely ready. Now, one important thing is that I didn't show in the video. I let it rest for 5 minutes. Let's see how it did. Let's slice this open. First one, I'll just cut it like this. As you can see, it's nicely perfect medium rare. And I'll just slide. One motion. Check it out, nice medium rare, just the way I like it. This is what I'm looking for whenever I cook picanha. The last thing to do is to taste.
There's a reason why this is my favorite cut, everybody. Thank you, my meat dealer, for sending it over. I highly recommend you guys giving this a try. If you've never had a picanha, you're missing out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because this is more like behind the scenes so you can see everything. If you did enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one because right now I gotta go and feed my crew. My crew real hungry, everybody, and nothing here is gonna go to waste. See you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.